To reconvene, and
Hi, Ed, thanks for coming.
so Zone Chair Ed is going to give us up to 5 minutes of presentation on the most important responsibility of the district governor team is, and he's going to tell us that using some of the things that he's learned from today, whether it's through question and answer, whether it's through the prep method, whether it's through personal story. And I will be the timer, and I have 1 minute remaining and 30 seconds if you go near 5 minutes, but you don't have to go use that long. And afterwards, we're just going to share some thoughts with you, and I'll let some of your audience give their thoughts, and then I'll give my thoughts. Is that okay?
Wonderful.
Excellent. Zone Chair Ed Fenton.
Well, thank you, past District Governor Dave. My name is Ed Fenton. I'm a zone chair with our district, member of the East Hartford Lions Club. And I just want to talk to you for a few minutes this morning about the most important responsibility of the district governor team. In my opinion, one of the most important responsibilities is providing support to all the clubs in the district. As a district governor team, we aren't there to give directives. We aren't there to tell clubs what to do. We're there to support them however we can, so they can make their club more successful, do more for their communities, provide more for Lions throughout the district, multiple and international. We definitely want to help them succeed and in their communities and throughout Lionism. We definitely want to help support them on the LCI missions and on the focus areas. Very important that we provide as much as we can for the clubs. For example, in our district, we have the new Rotary and Lions initiative on dealing with the opioid epidemic. So for an area of support, we need to get that information out to our 54 clubs. We need to let them know the things that are available for them. We need to encourage the clubs to get out in the community and push this initiative. It's very important to get those drugs off the streets and keep them out of the hands of kids or adults who are going to become addicted to them. Excuse me. So we have the Terra bags, getting that information out where these bags, where they can be purchased, how the Lions clubs could support the community by purchasing some of them, providing them to their pharmacies or anyone that's dispensing medication so they can be given out to the public and explain how they're used. Partnering with your police station and make sure you have a collection box for used drugs. And if not, it's a good project the clubs could do. Maybe you purchase a collection box and you make that as a permanent donation to your police department. So again, providing the support to the clubs is so important. The more information we can give them on this initiative gives them a much better chance of making this project work in their community and provide a valuable service for the citizens in their town. Thank you.
Very nice.
First of all, any idea how long you spoke?
2 minutes.
2.5.
Okay.
Very good. So feedback.
Confident. And he knew he wanted to get a certain point across, and he certainly got my attention, and I understood everything he said.
I think he was passionate with what his subject matter. I think that was what drew me into paying attention to. So he was passionate. This is important to us. It's important to me. It's important to the community. I liked his passion.
That's great. Well, was there a specific point that might have resonated with you?
About the Lions and Rotary, and I saw that at district. I mean, I saw that at the convention, but I didn't get down on it, so I wrote it down now, and it brought it to my attention. It's the second time I've heard it, so I will get in touch with Ed for some information and my end.
It's a great example, I think, of partnering.
I think he did a great job.
But the ability to put these awful drugs, I think everybody can relate to this crisis. It's been in the papers, I think in the last week we've had 7 deaths like within a week, just in a small community here in Connecticut. But people can relate. But Lions and Rotary are coming together and distributing bags to put these awful drugs in that people aren't gonna use, and this bag dissolves that. So it's an example of a story, and in that, I think you wanted to say something else. Did you?
Yeah, I was just thinking about, I think you said passionate,
Yeah.
the passion that he had and wanting to, draw people in to say, become a part of this. I mean, convince me to become a part of this.
Yes, yes. So Hillary?
Well, Ed, I enjoyed it. Thank you. It was informative. There were no ums, no you knows, no none of that, which I'm impressed with, very much so. You did a brief self-introduction, which is something that I'm trained to look for, and you did that as well, which is great. Maybe there wasn't time, or maybe you could have gone to the full 5 minutes and had some interaction, Q&A, or what's your experience with something like that. That's the only thing that I would take away from it. A personal story always helps as well. So you left a little bit laying on the table as far as time that you could inject, as David said, a personal story or the interaction. So terrific. You look very comfortable.
He was, yes,
That's fine. That's fine.
Very
You
relaxed.
get technical, but that was
And just my feedback was, I thought your opening was good. You let us know who you were. One thing is that you might want to define, even though we're all lions in this audience, who the team is. You know, it's the governor, the first, the second, global action team. It's everybody. It's the clubs. And that's one of the things we sometimes forget when we're out talking to people, is that the team is everybody in your district. You might hold the title as second vice district governor-elect, but we're all part of the same team. And I know when people ask me, and we're going to talk about this in teamwork later on after lunch, when people ask me, why did I become a lion with the hectic life I lead, I said, I can do more with 1.3 million people than I can by myself. And that's really, I think, if you have a passion to do something, by working with others, you can get so much more done. Ed, your point about support to clubs was great. Your tying in partnerships, I think, was great. Your eye contact was very, very good. I know you're having an allergy issue, and I thought you overcame that really well. And a lot of times as speakers, that's going to be an issue. You know, I used to have terrible allergies, but learning to overcome it. I know Ed has said when he's been at past meetings I've been at, I'm not sick, I have allergies. Sometimes people will go like this when they hear you coughing.
Right.
And particularly when the flu is going around. But by giving people that comfort level, and I thought you handled that really well. So by going through, you know, the point, you know, what you wanted as your example, and then ending with your point. But again, you could, if you wanted, and it wasn't a lot of prep time, but I thought you did a really good job. And I think again with practice, it'll be even better. Because we're heading into lunch, we're going to not do exercise 2, and this was going to be a group exercise where together they were going to give a presentation on one of the other topics. But again, by going through this and practicing, the more you do it, the better you will become at it. So let's, in your book on page 7 of tab 4, there are resources that are available to you. And I encourage you to look at these resources. Lions University also has a number of resources where you can take classes on public speaking and things. If you're looking for something to talk about, there's classes on different initiatives, because when you're out in my district, I've become passionate about Lions Day with the United Nations. And that gives you something to talk about. But these are some resources. Now, let's look at our objectives. Have we recognized the benefits of public speaking? Anne, you're shaking your head yes. What, can you just give me one benefit?
Getting our getting the issue out, getting the word out, who we are, what we do. For example, I was at cousin's house last night, and what does the Lions do? And I went through the spiel and you know, it was like informing them who we are to get more people.
So whether it's you eventually moving up or going back to tell Lori Ann, you're gonna share, Lori Ann, I took this great class on public speaking in you, and you know, you really, when you're out speaking, Lori Ann, make sure you have points to make that will gather those club members or zone members' interest, you know, in having that ability. So the benefits of public speaking, anticipating situations. You don't always know. And I know in California, we had a past council chair who Facebooked even more than I do. And he'd always even sometimes, like one of our presidential candidates, when he's in the car and stuff, sharing things with people, but anticipating that drive to that location. It's a great time to anticipate. Is there going to be an opportunity, as Council Chair Hillary said, trying to get on agendas if you want to get on agendas. I know when I was promoting scholarships for Leos, for Lions Day of the United Nations, I tried to get to as many zone meetings, as many club meetings as I could in District 23B, Lions of Litchfield and Harford County, to share that, to find opportunities, utilizing tactics. Now, Ed, give me a tactic that you might have heard today that you thought was interesting. That's a good one.
Excuse me. I think the prep is important. Utilizing that tactic when putting a speech together.
Excellent. Any other tactics? Remembering and stop and think. You don't have to answer immediately. Give your audience a chance to breathe, as well as yourself a chance to
I don't know if you
breathe.
did that subconsciously with the cough. You just gave your momentary.
That's why I said excellent. You actually,
It was
you
thought.
actually did one of the
I felt so
tactics.
bad when he was
Yep.
talking, he felt, felt so bad.
Excellent.
He's such a press.
Steps to preparing a speech with short notice. Our second Vice District Governor-elect Ed had very short notice, but he utilized really the prep method with an example built into it. And again, you can build in personal stories, you can build examples. You don't have to just pick one. You can combine all of them for your presentation. So how to prepare on short notice. And remember, try to hit one point that you want to leave with your attendees. And then effective delivery techniques, that eye contact, that voice and vocal expression. What's the point you want to emphasize? And really emphasize that point. Your body movement and gestures and your use of language. So I think, do you all agree we've met our objectives today? And hopefully you all have learned something out of the session. Did you have any questions? No questions? Again?
What do you prefer to do? What do you prefer to do the most, David? Do you prefer to do training, presenting, or speeches? You know, the podium style speech, we haven't touched on that, but I mean, what's your personal favorite? I'm interested.
What was funny, District Governor Ev this morning asked me, did I want to use the podium? And in my past life, where I was an elected official, I liked podium-style speeches. But I quickly learned that that's not a good way to connect with an audience. A better way of connecting with an audience is really telling a personal story. So I love doing training, particularly if you have people that want to learn a new skill set. And I know here in Connecticut, I want to have leaders that have the ability to get out and publicly speak and to share. And I want them to be able to find opportunities. As I'm always telling people, these throwaway newspapers are looking for articles. TV stations are looking for people that can come on and share information. So if I can train you all here today to like to do that, and then to go out and share that with other people. Hopefully you'll take this back to your districts and share it with them. Bring in one of us. You've heard some great presenters today, but bring in one of us in your district to share when you're doing training at your, meetings and stuff. Bring one of us in if you want to do that. So I like the training aspect of it, and I just think it's so important because, again, we have this alliance, this body that continues to grow and grow and grow, and people have many skill sets, and I found many people don't think they have the ability to speak in public because 90% of people get nervous when they speak in public, but if we can get them over that and give them a couple of techniques on how to get over that, just get up and tell a personal story. Get up and tell something about you. Like, I didn't know where Lori Ann was today. And that was like, wow, that's really cool where she is in New York today. But something, a facet of her being an emergency medical responder, it was an interesting fact about how she covers events. So that's how you connect with people. So I want to thank you all. Again, go to the tab 7 or tab 8 and on page 2 and fill out the evaluation. You've been a great audience for me today. Thank you all very much.